So it's 2025. Battlefront 2015 is now a decade old, and both Battlefronts are all done with their updates. So what sets Battlefront 2015 apart from Battlefront 2, and why should you still give it a try 10 years later after its release? Starting off with the DLCs. The Battlefront 2015 DLCs are some of the most fun I've ever had playing video games in my life, and that is not an exaggeration. Sure, this is the game of my childhood, and nostalgia is going to make me a little bit biased, but a lot of people, besides from me, have said how much fun they had playing the Battlefront DLCs. You have Outer Rim, Bespin, Death Star, Scarif, and yes, you can still find lobbies for these games, especially on weekends on console. It is not dead. You can find lobbies. I played in one yesterday. The Outer Rim DLCs, the Bespin DLCs, Death Star DLC, Scarif, they all had unique game modes to themselves. Scarif had Infiltration, Death Star had Battle Station, Bespin had Sabotage, Outer Rim had Extraction. All of those game modes are absolutely unique and so much fun. Battle Station, you could go from trying to destroy a Star Destroyer, then you would board the ship, you would board the Death Star and try rescue R2-D2. Then you would go on the iconic Trench Run. I mean, Battle Station by itself is one of the most fun game modes I've ever played, and it's a huge miss that Battlefront 2 didn't move all these amazing game modes and maps over to Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 has literally one Bespin map, one Death Star map, I'm pretty sure, one Scarif map, doesn't have Jin or Krennic either, which Battlefront 2015 has, and Outer Rim, Jabba's Palace, I think, is the only one. I can't even remember, but you have maps like Source Sub Pipelines, the Refinery. You have Bespin. You have 4 different Bespin maps. 3 of them didn't make it into Battlefront 2. And then for Scarif, you have multiple different Scarif maps. Only one made it into Battlefront 2. So the DLCs easily outclassed Battlefront 2 and are just a blast to play with unique game modes, unique heroes, just a bunch of stuff that you cannot get in Battlefront 2, and is easily a reason that you should play Battlefront 2015, because one, they're extremely cheap, and there are still lobbies on weekends where you can play. Next we have Hero Hunt. Hero Hunt was a fan-favorite game mode, and personally, maybe my favorite game mode in Battlefront 2015 that was not carried over to Battlefront 2, unfortunately. Hero Hunt consisted of, I believe, 12 players, 12 players, 11 Rebels or Imperials hunting down one hero. Whoever did the most damage to the hero would become the hero, and whoever got to 50 kills first or had the most eliminations when the game ended would win. Hero Hunt was a blast, dude. This game mode was so fun. If you have had a full lobby, I played it yesterday as well. Again, a game mode that is alive. I played it yesterday, and it was a weekday. And this game mode's just a blast, dude. I don't know why they didn't move it into Battlefront 2. It would be, imagine like 12 droids hunting down Anakin Skywalker or, Obi-Wan or anything like that. That would be a blast, but they didn't move it over. You can only play it in Battlefront 2015. And it's just such a unique game mode that is not similar to many other games that really you can get that unique feeling in Battlefront 2015. And I'll tell you, there's nothing better than going on a 50 kill streak in Hero Hunt against a full lobby. It's a blast, dude. You gotta download Battlefront 2015 and try it. Next, we have small features like hero intros. You had honor guards. You had like the Saber Clash, just these little things that made Battlefront 2015 kind of cool. The Saber Clash, if Vader and Luke both press Y at the same time, then they would clash in this cool like spam RT clash thing. It was so cinematic. It was so cool when it happened in a random match. And then you have honor guards. On Leia, you could spawn in as her honor guard. As Emperor Palpatine, you could spawn as the Royal Guards. For Krennic, you could spawn as the Death Troopers. It was just a really cool feature that I personally really liked that they didn't move over to Battlefront 2. I mean, you can't play a Royal Guard in Battlefront 2, so it's just a really cool feature, in my opinion, that made it in. And then hero intros were kind of cool. You got to see a little cutscene of your character as you spawned in. One, you could hardly ever get a character in Battlefront 2015, which is something that Battlefront 2 did do better. But when you did get a hero, it felt cool to see your little intro and spawn in. I thought it's a cool feature that I enjoy. Next, we have the customization menu. Battlefront 2015 had a lot of different skins for the Rebels and Imperials that did not make it into Battlefront 2. You could be a Shadow Trooper, Shock Trooper, Scout Trooper, whatever you wanted. And for the Rebels, you could be a Bespin Guard, you could be an X-Wing pilot, you could be an officer, then you could choose any of the aliens you wanted to pick, or any of the humans you wanted to pick. You could choose any of the different pauldrons for the Imperials. You could just really customize your trooper to exactly what you wanted. And that was just a cool feature that I liked, how you could create a specific character that you wanted to create. Blasters. Don't get me wrong, Battlefront 2 does blasters very well, and there's a lot of different blasters, it does it well. But I really enjoyed Battlefront 2015 having the ability to pick any of the 20-something blasters whenever you wanted, and there were also a lot of blasters that didn't make it into Battlefront 2, so it's also still unique. So a lot of people enjoyed that blaster customization, along with, the jetpacks and the movement. Battlefront 2015 movement was sweaty as hell, dude. You had people roll jumping and jump packing and shit. It was crazy. So that can be good and that can be bad, because there's some sweaty motherfluffers in Battlefront 2015. It's a little freaky. But yeah, a lot of people enjoyed that type of blaster customization. So it's unique and it's different. Another thing that people say Battlefront 2015 did better than Battlefront 2 is kind of hard to explain. Like the immersion and the feeling of playing it was just different. Maybe that's nostalgia. Maybe it is the game itself. Who even really knows? But people just really enjoyed this game. The maps, the immersion, I think one thing Battlefront 2015 does better is a lot of times if you're on maps, there's things going on in the background, like fights up in the air. You'll have Star Destroyers and Rebel Cruisers shooting each other, and one will blow up based on how the match is going. If the Imperials are winning, the Rebel ship will crash into the map. Or Jakku, you have all the maps crashing, all these different Easter eggs and things happening while the match is going on. Just really created an environment so well where these maps felt really, really cool. And yes, Battlefront 2 does Immersion extremely well. I love both games. They're both my favorite games of all time, obviously. But this video is about Battlefront 2015, so I'm a glazed Battlefront 2015. But yeah, the environment is just a blast to play in. And there's always all these different things going on. You can tell the developers really put time and effort into each of these maps, making it where so much stuff was going on. It was just really cool. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think Battlefront 2015 did better than Battlefront 2, and maybe what Battlefront 2 does better than Battlefront 2015. Both games are amazing. Both games are so fun. But no matter what, make sure to drop a sub if you enjoy Star Wars content. I'm going to try and post twice a week and post shorts every day from my TikTok. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and make sure you download Battlefront 2015 and give it a try. Let's revive this game that's a decade old now and definitely deserves to still have fun.